She'll recover, but Princess Anne's recent hospitalization with some injuries caused worry nonetheless. The details of the apparent accident are fuzzy, but a few have come to light. The only sister of King Charles III was sent to Southmead Hospital in Bristol on June 23, 2024. A statement from Buckingham Palace did not confirm many details of what happened, noting only that she sustained a concussion and other minor injuries, and that it happened at Anne's Gatcombe Park estate. Other reports say the worrying incident is believed to have involved a horse.
We also know she wasn't riding a horse, that she was walking.
Anne was said to be hospitalized as a precaution. The palace's statement noted, "The king has been kept closely informed and joins the whole royal family in sending his fondest love and well wishes to the princess for a speedy recovery." Some of Princess Anne's upcoming engagements have been cancelled as a result of her injuries. She will no longer be a guest at the state dinner for Japanese Emperor Naruhito, nor travel to Canada as she was scheduled to do at the end of the week. A spokesperson told The Independent, "Her Royal Highness sends her apologies to any who may be inconvenienced or disappointed as a result."
She will be hugely disappointed to let people down and not be able to be at those events.
A royal source told Extra, "Her injuries are consistent with those received from a horse's legs or head. But as a lifelong horsewoman who's been injured while horseback riding many times before, it's unlikely this incident will dampen Anne's enthusiasm for equestrian sports." The Princess Royal made history at the 1976 Olympics, when she was the first British royal to compete in the Games, riding Queen Elizabeth II's horse no less. In April 1976, just months before the Summer Olympics in Montreal, Anne suffered an injury while training. The New York Times reported that she spent 4 days in the hospital, adding, "The 25-year-old daughter of Queen Elizabeth II suffered a concussion, bruises, and a hairline fracture of a vertebra on Wednesday when her mount stumbled, fell to the ground, and rolled over her." The Times also quoted Anne's doctor, Richard Bayliss, who said, "She should be riding again within a few weeks." Sure enough, Anne was able to make it to the Olympics, although she suffered another injury during competition. After falling off the Queen's horse, Anne mounted again to complete the event, but later said, "It was going very well, and then I don't remember anything else, nothing at all." And that's just one of a list of horse-related injuries Anne has suffered. A few years earlier, in 1973, she sprained her wrist after a fall at the European Championships in Kyiv. In 2008, Anne was said to have suffered an injury in a similar circumstance to her recent one. She was spotted using a walking stick, though there was no official word from Buckingham Palace as to why. An insider told the Daily Mail, "I understand she was kicked by a horse while at home at Gatcombe Park at the weekend." The source added that the stick was just a temporary measure to help her get around, and indeed, she stopped using it soon after. Just a few weeks before her recent hospitalization, Anne rode a horse alongside Prince Edward and Prince William at Trooping the Colour 2024. The princess was able to keep her horse under control when it started getting antsy. Hopefully, Anne will recover quickly and get back to horseback riding soon. It's such a passion of hers that she's passed it down to her kids.
For me, the ability to get round everywhere is a bonus.
Anne's daughter, Zara Tyndall, told People how important equestrian sports are to her family in 2023. She said, "Any equestrian sport, that partnership between the horse and rider or an owner and the horse it's incredible. We're very lucky to work with horses."